Do you want to run the best marathon of your life? Then you have to believe in yourself. With 2 weeks to go before your marathon, your physical training is locked in. You've done all you can do. At this point, your goal should be to rest, refresh, and prepare yourself mentally for race day. Your physical training can only take you so far, and I've seen this in a number of my athletes who do very well in training, but sometimes will underperform in their races. And the main thing that I chalk this up to is their mental approach to racing. So, if you want to run the best marathon of your life during the taper period, recognize you've done all you can physically. And at this point, preparing your mind so when you line up on that starting line, you have no nerves at all and you're 100% certain that you can accomplish your goal. This should be your focus. Covering the distance is not a problem. You can absolutely run 26.2 miles. If you're following a training plan from me, you're most likely concerned about your pace, your speed, and finishing the race feeling strong. I know you can run the distance. Don't even worry about that. So, any uncertainty you have should be based around, can you hold the pace? And here's what I'd like you to think about to instill yourself within yourself the confidence you need to be able to do it. If you've been following a good training plan and completing your workouts well, you can run the pace. The workouts that you do in training, if they're designed specifically for the race you're training for, are indicator workouts. If more often than not you're able to complete them in training, you'll have no problem holding your pace on race day. You're not the first person to train for a marathon. You're not the first person to follow this kind of training plan. It's worked for countless others, and it'll work for you as well. You've been training for months. You've put in hard long runs. You've put in hard workouts. You've put in the daily easy mileage you need to build your resiliency and your aerobic base. You can absolutely do this. So, with about 2 weeks to go before your race day, when you're thinking about your goals, if you have a pace based goal, write it down. Say, I will run this time, and write down your time. And then put that in a prominent place, whether it's by your computer you work at, in your car, or even on the mirror in your bathroom you see every morning. Look at it and actually recite to yourself, I will run this time. I will run 3 hours. I will run 3 hours and 35 minutes. I will run 4 hours. Actually tell yourself that for 2 weeks straight leading up to the race. And you're going to have plenty of time in the taper period where you're not running. And you can really think about these things and do all the beneficial supplemental work you need to physically be prepared for your marathon. But you also need to do the mental conditioning during this time as well and really convince yourself. So reflect back on the workouts. If you've done them, if you followed the training diligently, you can have total confidence in your ability. If your goals are realistic, if you've worked with a coach or been following your training closely and have a good grasp of what you're capable of, you can absolutely accomplish these goals. If your goals are a bit of a stretch, they're still worth fighting for. Absolutely. You never know when you're going to have a big breakthrough. And that's what makes it all the more important when you're facing a challenging goal to really convince yourself mentally as well. At the end of the day, running your best effort and giving it your all is the most important thing. If you control that, what you can truly control, you will have a good race. The outcome will be what it is. Your time, maybe plus or minus a little bit from what you were hoping in an ideal world. But if you've shown up at that starting line convinced that you can do it, that you will do it, and you've done the training, there's no reason why you can't give it your best shot. There's no reason why it shouldn't be able to happen. So convince yourself in these last 2 weeks you're worth it, you've done the work, you're ready to give it a shot. Once you believe that, your body just follows. Race day kind of takes care of itself when you've done the right preparation. So set yourself up for success. Don't worry about it. Believe in yourself. And then just go. That's all I got for you today. Hope you enjoyed this one. Good luck in your upcoming marathon. And I hope you have a good day.